All right, Justin eats 2 large blizzards. Take 1.
Sure, there'll only be one take. All right. Back with another video, another live video. This is one I've been wanting to do for a while. Here with James at an undisclosed location. We did an episode called H00T back a couple years ago. Should follow up on that, but timing, right?
We should, man.
Yeah. So I'm just gonna eat 2 blizzards, 2 large blizzards. Normally only comfortable with the small, but you know what? Like as you can see, this is a mint chocolate Oreo blizzard, and just gonna eat this and hopefully make it to the second one.
Good luck.
There's a not lactose, but
Just take your time.
that was the first bite. I can feel the heaviness already. I thought a large would be bigger than this, but I can already feel the struggle.
Man to man, do you actually think you can finish 2? And if you do think you can, how long do you think it's going to take you?
I don't know. I usually don't take my time. The blizzards, how they melt. Well,
You don't need a barf bucket, do you?
no, I don't think so. There's only 2 times where I felt like dying from food.
Blizzards, I wouldn't.
Blizzard, no, not yet. Well, we'll see. But like Burger Heaven Burger, the Mile High, that was pretty bad. I did it, but I felt like I thought I was gonna die.
How big is that burger?
Probably this tall. About 8 patties.
Oh, shit. Oh, sorry, am I not allowed to curse?
It doesn't matter. This is like whoever's gonna watch it, right?
All right.
I'm not like
Wait, are you actually live streaming?
No.
Oh.
That'd be hilarious. Like,
Sorry, I thought you were live streaming for a second. I'm like, oh, shit.
I don't have data.
Oh, I could have given you the Wi-Fi.
Nah, whatever. This is better as a recorded video.
If you had an iPhone, you could have just shared Wi-Fi with a click of a button.
Disgusting. That's okay. If you use Apple products, that's fine. It's your choice, right? Or is it?
Well, here's the thing. Like, I've never paid full price for, like, any Apple products, aside for maybe my, like, laptops.
Okay.
But the phones is where I feel like I would, like, I always get either for free or, like, for $100.
Subsidized?
Yeah, and to me, I'm like, that's fine. I don't need the most updated model because they're always going to be coming up with new technology anyways.
That's true.
Yeah, I put in a lot of money. I know that their MacBooks can be overpriced, but I do like, to an extent, I do like being told how to use a product. But I respect that, like, Android users are more like, hey, customize it to however the fuck you want. That's totally fine. But me, sometimes I just like to be told what to do.
Well, yeah, no matter what you're doing, right? Sometimes the simplest explanation is the best.
That's why it's funny when I see, like, people at school get into PC and Mac debates, or at least when I was in college. They get into PC versus Mac. I'm like, look, you're only going to use it for 2 things. You're going to be streaming something on Netflix, or you're going to be on Facebook. So,
Yeah. Exactly.
like, it doesn't matter. So, I mean, in a sense, yeah, you should probably go PC. But
it depends on the end user, yeah. Right?
depends on the user, and if, you don't feel set back by $2,000. Like, but here's the thing, my old MacBook 2013 outlasted a lot of my friends' laptops, both Macs and PCs. The only reason how it died is because it was from my own hand, because I was being stupid. But like, Alex has one, and she, like, same model as mine. She still uses it, no
The
problem.
2013 one?
Hers is actually hers is a 2012 model.
And just taking
But
good care of it, right?
Still, it's, yeah, and she did already have the battery replaced once. So I remember I lost it when her battery health was at 93%. I'm like, how the hell is that possible? It's been it's been 8 years. There's no way, because I'm like, I've had mine for about, like, since my birthday. Actually, I got it right on my birthday, May 7th. Now it is at, I think, 88 or 87 battery health, which I think I should probably take it to Apple.
Wait, after only a couple months?
Yeah, well, somebody was saying you should worry when it really dips below 80. Because mine before it died was at 77%.
And you're talking about like max battery life or something, or
Yeah, the MacBook Pro battery, the battery health.
Battery health or like battery? Was that like versus life or?
Like the max capacity, like the
So it only
I'm not a
charges.
tech guy, so it'll only charge to whatever that percentage is. Even supposedly, a lot of people say it's not very accurate on the built-in
Yeah,
stuff.
that's what I'm wondering. I'm like, does it decay that quickly?
Apparently, what is battery health on there? But I don't remember my MacBook 2013 hitting that.
That's what I mean. I'm like,
Well, that's what someone says. If it goes like just take it into Apple, you're still under the 1 year warranty, anyways.
that's clear like defect if it's like after only a couple months. I'm like,
Well, like hold on.
well, maybe all laptops also do that.
I'm stupid too though. Like, hey Siri, how many days ago? Or sorry, fuck no, don't. Hey Siri, how long ago was May 7th, 2020?
It was 7 months ago.
Yeah, 7 months, and it's about 87, 88%. But it's been hovering at that for a while.
Okay, I have no idea.
And here's the thing, its battery health started at 103%. What is it? What's MAH again in like electrical talk?
MAH?
Yeah.
I
Hold on.
I don't know. I don't know any measurement that ends in an H. Heck, like hertz?
No,
Ampere
no.
hertz? What? No, hertz is AZ. MAH.
Oh, it's an ampere hour.
Oh, okay, yeah. No, never heard of that unit of measurement. Alright, we're halfway. The first blizzard, I think.
Oh, nice.
I hope.
Oh, see, the more we talk, the more like get your mind off the fact that you're eating another blizzard after this.
Oh,
blizzard.
yeah, I forgot about that.
No, okay, you know what? I feel like if you're halfway, I feel like you have a decent shot at this.
Decent shot, yeah?
Yeah.
Yeah.
Oh, I should have started the timer. Actually, we'll know from the.
Well, I mean, the video will talk about this is an indicator, right? If I make it, we'll do 3 blizzards. No. I think 3 is overkill. I thought even like a large is overkill.
Is there an XL? Can you get an XL blizzard?
I hope not, man. That's gonna be the
Oh, that's gonna be the next video.
video.
No, okay, if you're gonna go big. Actually, no, I feel like if you do anything with liquid, it could possibly kill you.
Well,
No, didn't they... Oh no, it was either somebody I don't know. You know what? I should start fact checking. But it was some story. This is what I remember. It was either a water drinking contest.
and she was fighting for a girl, right?
Yeah. Did she die?
Yes.
Oh, she actually. Oh, damn. Okay. Wow.
Like I'm not.
She drank too much, right?
Yeah, I think so.
But then, okay. Well, here's what I understand. Like, how do you?
How do you
I guess.
overhydrate?
Oh, what did she like? Did her stomach lining rip and her fucking like the stomach acid just melt everything, or like screw out like infections and?
I mean, for your stomach to be able to do that, it's like really hard. Like your stomach, it's like really like your bladders are powerful.
Okay.
Like in terms of the tissue.
Oh no,
really
I thought it was like
hard
her stomach like burst.
Same case. Stomach is very strong tissue.
Okay.
It's really hard to be like you'd have to like take a knife to it to be able to like really separate it.
Cause remember, this was on 1,000 Ways to Die. Somebody died that way. Like their stomach lining legit ripped, but I think it was someone that was anorexic and then just started binge eating. So it was like already a tiny ass.
Maybe that case, like if you shoved, but before that would happen, I would think it would start kind of clogging
Coming up. That's what I would think first.
logically.
Like you would just be like, okay.
So
Ugh, you know what? I'm not thinking about that. That's disgusting. Sorry, that's my fault. I don't know
there's
why I thought that.
I was watching the VTuber Amelia. She's like talking about 1,000 Ways to Die as well about
Yeah.
a guy who shoved like a grenade up his butt,
Ew.
and that's what killed him because it exploded.
Why did he shove a grenade up his butt?
I think for like a prison escape or some prison break or something.
You had to smuggle it. Oh my god.
Again, this is like what she said. So I just thought it was a really funny story.
Damn.
You gotta be a special kind of person to think that way.
That's I would not. Oh, I don't want to go that way, man. Fuck.
Well, that show in general was just kind of like, you know,
Actually, yeah, because it was always like weird.
like really silly, like, weird, yeah, obscure.
One that I felt really sucked, and I'm like, damn. But I also, there's a lot of things on there. I'm like, well, then how did they know that some of it? Okay, for example, one guy died from being overexposed to X-rays.
Okay, that's possible.
Yeah, this seems pretty normal. Basically what happened is just the machine kept like flashing him repeatedly.
Okay.
But because, at least in Thousand Ways to Die, and also remember, this was a Spike TV show. So it was as a result of the technician fucking somebody on the... But I'm like, how did they know? Was there a camera? Is that how they determined that the
that it was cause of death?
Yeah, I'm like, they got super specific, but he was like, overexposure to X-ray.
Yeah, again, it's that kind of TV show, right?
That's why I was like,
Is Spike even around anymore?
I don't know.
In America, maybe? Again, we're in Canada, so I mean, with TV, I don't even watch TV. Do you watch TV, James? You be honest.
No, not anymore. Like,
Do you know anyone else younger than you that watches TV?
oh no, they'll stream everything.
Isn't that weird?
It is a weird.
Do you remember when you were like 10, oh, what's on TV? Oh man, you had to wait till 8 o'clock to watch your Simpsons show or whatever.
But here's the thing: there's a part of me I wish you could take from both. I'm fucking weird because I also. But yeah, no, remember Channel 2. That's the only way you could tell.
I'm just showing the camera like how much Blizzard there is left.
You're pretty much done that. Oh, you can do the third one for sure. I literally thought you were gonna maybe I thought my girlfriend would get here first before.
No, you
finish
done video. Will help me get through these blizzards. Remember when I bought you 2 bacon eaters?
Yes.
How did you feel after that?
Wait, did we record that?
No, of course not. I didn't have a good camera back then.
Oh, I felt like shit. But you just see okay.
It was
when I'm high enough. Oh, sorry. Am I allowed to mention that?
I don't know.
Edit it out.
Too late. Probably won't.
No, when I'm... No, if I'm motivated enough, my average motivated meal is... This is a light one. This might seem like nothing to some people. I don't know. But, I can eat, 2 double cheeseburgers and a junior chicken. No problem.
At McDonald's?
Yeah.
That's my usual order, too.
Yeah, okay.
I still with cheese. I get 2 double hamburgers, no onions, junior chicken meal.
What I used to do, I know
$10.
I don't do this anymore because just for my own health.
I remember your trainer.
Yeah.
Is this your breakfast? Is this your meal? And you're with the chili sauce?
Yeah. No, I remember that. But see, I don't want to let her down because I haven't seen her since I was 15. The last time I saw her was 15 pounds ago. So I don't want to see her again. I'm just all chunky James. I'm hey, remember me? I'm me when I first met you. So all that stuff you and I did with each other, or not? Oh, well, that sounds wrong. All the exercising you and I did and the training we did, pretty much meant nothing.
I don't think that's necessarily true though, because I think the time spent is also valuable in terms of if you learned anything.
I did. I 100% did because I know that I can achieve that weight. So I'm oh shit! I need to be able to. No, I was so proud because I told her I was I literally am I haven't weighed this since high school and I'm 29, and she's just I'm happy for you. I probably did weight because I was 170, 168.
You didn't disclose your weight in video? Nah, who cares? You can disclose your weight in video and your stats. What if people find you? No, I'm just kidding.
People gonna get offended?
No, I'm
Y'all
just
gonna body shame me.
Yeah. Oh, you're not the ideal body proportion. That is I don't know, whatever the culture is.
Everyone body shames. It sucks. They should stop. But you know what? A lot of people, and I can say this as a short guy, a lot of people also don't realize that body shaming is also when you're making fun of somebody's height. And that's something they can't control. I'm going to be bold here. I saw this post on Reddit. You know what? Maybe it could have been fake. Whatever. Here's the point, though. So, the person's body... Nice. Did you kill it?
A couple more.
All right. I'll wait to start when you get that.
No.
You got a couple?
No, go ahead.
Okay. No, the one person on Tinder, their bio was... had a bunch of dislikes, and then one of them was if you're under 6 feet tall, don't even bother swiping or something. Tall dude swipes, and then he's haha, he's fuck short people, right? And then the girl was yeah, I mean, oh my god, are you even really a person? So then the guy ends up replying, he's yeah, also fuck fat people too. And then she's excuse me? And I think she got offended because it was body shaming. She was you can't make fun of fat people. I think she was kind of chubby too. And then the guy made a good point. He was well, you're literally discriminating against short people in your bio, and that's something that people can't do anything about their height. You can get surgery and stuff, but realistically, it's difficult for people to change that. It's pretty much impossible.
Yeah.
Whereas if you're fat, like 98% of fat people can like lose weight. That's like your decision, right? Or at least if you're gonna compare it to like height. And yeah, he called her out, and then she ended up obviously unmatching him, but it's not, he didn't want to match with a piece of garbage in the first place. So
So he was like deliberately going after this kind of person and pointing that out.
yeah, because he's the one that opened up with a message and said, "Oh, screw short people," just to see how she would feel. Sometimes it could be a joke. Like I get it. No, I totally get it. People for appearances, people want like to be, or I mean, yeah, some people want the male or whatever to be taller, which is like I can see. But it's also kind of like, okay, like if that's okay, but then you got to make everything else okay when people discriminate. Like, oh, this person's a little bit too chubby for me. Then you can't be mad if someone says that because you're doing technically your body shaming. Then it's like, how do you know the difference? And you can't single out height, right? Because height is like still very, that doesn't mean anything. Like it, yeah, maybe they can't reach certain things, but it's just like that.
There's no correlation to the character, right?
Exactly. Yeah, that's my take on it.
No, because it's a physical trait, right? It's like you can't have like a specific height. Like you are whatever you are, right?
But seriously, I've never I've gotten like chirps from buddies for being short and stuff, but there's always short guys in our group anyways, so like we never take it seriously. But like I don't think like for example, my girlfriend's actually taller than me. She's 5'10". I'm like 5'7". She's like 3 inches taller. The funny thing is just like I initially didn't chase after her because I just had this presumption already. I'm like, she's taller than me. She's not gonna go for a guy like me. But we ended up liking each other. Like I didn't have to convince her. She was like, oh, she was like, I don't really care about height. So
I don't see height.
Yeah, that's why I'm with the girl that I'm with, because it's somebody that's actually smart and not an idiot.
I mean, you say that now. You say that now. We watched this video in 10 years ago. You know where we're at.
Oh no, it'll be great. Oh no, it'll be great. This is the longest relationship I've ever had. So
again, this is on video, so you can say whatever you want. But
I know.
Yeah. So one down, one blizzard. We'll continue this as soon as I can go back and then grab the second one. I feel not awful, but definitely chilly. Okay, we're just gonna go to the second one and see what happens. See if I can even like process it. No, I don't feel too bad. I feel okay, actually. I feel like okay. Let's go. Let's move on to the second one.
Round 2.
This one might be heavier.
Which one's this one?
This is the fudge with turtles.
Oh, that's gonna be riches.
Is it? Oh yeah. The richness is okay. Okay, I'm sitting down. I don't. All right. I'm not feeling optimal. Are we still shooting? We are, right?
Oh, we're still going, man.
Okay. Oh, look how. Message to my 2021 version of myself. Exercise every day. Come on. Like, I know it sucks right now that can't really use gyms or whatever. Well, I mean, you probably shouldn't. Okay. All right, there you go. This is the second blizzard. This is, yeah, it looks very decadent. But this is just proof to myself that I can do it. Oh gosh, look at the spoon. It doesn't want to agree.
I don't have very thick walls.
Oh, really?
So just be careful, yeah.
Oh.
He's just eating a blizzard, if anyone's wondering.
The second one, actually.
Second, the large blizzard. Sorry.
Oh, those blizzards.
Sorry, everybody on the 13th floor.
Those tutos are very... It's like chocolate and nut inside. Like, turtles are like peanuts and chocolate, right?
I don't know, man. I actually don't like chocolate pieces.
I didn't know that. I never knew that about you.
Like, no. I mean, okay, I'll eat Twix and stuff, but it's not my go-to. Like, chocolate, it's usually, for me, it's like either a milkshake or chocolate milk.
Really?
Yeah. Or if it's on a s'more. But like just straight,
like you mean like actual pieces of chocolate, you mean?
Yeah, just straight pieces of chocolate. I don't say I dislike, I definitely don't, because like I like to eat those Milka chocolates. the cookies and cream ones. But like,
You don't prefer it.
it's not like my go-to. Even when I'm like really hungry, like
I
a
mean-
motivated kind of hunger.
Do you prefer like gummy candies over chocolate? Do you like candy?
No, not even.
I love candy.
Wait, oh, I didn't even take my. Oh. No, there's one gummy nerds. Are so
Gummy
good.
nerds?
I've tried them, yeah. So it's basically like the outside is like the shell of a nerd, but the inside's a gummy, and it's really
What
it's
the?
really
Do we
good.
have it here?
Yeah. One of my coworkers brought it for me twice at work, and I think I still have it at work. If I really wanted to, I could probably just drop by and grab it.
Gummy nerds?
Yeah.
That's because I like nerds. I didn't know they were gummy nerds.
I think they're called Gummy Nerds Cluster. No, not the cluster.
That just sounds like a choking hazard. Oh, you probably shouldn't swallow nerds.
Oh, they're called Big Chewy Nerds, and they're sour chewy big. Chewy.
Oh man, I love sour candy.
Yeah, they're only $5 for a big like.
Only 5. How big is it? How big is that? Is it like the nerds packet?
No, bigger. They're like. It's like a little bit bigger than the Skittle.
Oh, so it's kind of a
It's
chunk
like a
candy.
Skittle.
Oh, okay. And the crust is like crunchy while the inside is a gummy?
Yeah. It's good.
That's a candy.
I like that because it's like the texture is well balanced.
Mm-hmm.
Because you don't get too much gummy and you don't get too much, shell.
Imagine putting that into like a blizzard.
Yup, based on 31 customer reviews,
Tastes good.
it has 5 stars. Well, I think it's really like 4 point. Because some asshole decided to give it
A 1?
a 4 out of 5.
Oh.
Like, if you're going to give something a 4 out of 5, you might as well be like, no, I'm just kidding. I kind of understand that.
You want to review bomb something? You do it right.
Well, no, like here, blast from the past, a behavior that's probably frowned upon now. But when we were in high school and even college, people used to rate people. And you know what? No, people, they probably still do that. When you're rating someone just in terms of like physical, like attractiveness, like obviously people would be like, oh man, there's a dime right there. Or like, no.
Oh, and people
that
call
person-
like people certain numbers?
Yeah, they'll be like, oh, that's like a 7.
I do find that pretty derogatory.
It is. It's actually kind of like, oh wow, you're kind of quantifying something. But you know what? I used to do that too. But I'm sure someone did it to me. Now that it makes it okay, I'm just kind of like whatever. But with that all being said, to me, a perfect 10 never existed. Because to me, the only perfect.
Nothing is perfection.
Well, no, it was just the only person I would ever call a 10 that I always told myself would have to be like my like wife, and that's it. Because like why they'd be perfect because they have wife material and their mother and stuff. So the highest rating I only really like my scale only went up to 9.
I think that's an interesting way to go
Yeah.
about it.
I mean, I'm not saying that's how like the rules should be, but it's just that's how like I would never give anybody a 10 because and then people would ask like why. I'm like, no, to me, like if I saw somebody that like because it means perfect, right? And so for me, the closest thing that I would have to perfect is somebody that's already mine, and I can't just give a random stranger a 10.
Again, that's also the problem with giving like a quantitative measurement to like such a thing, right?
And just as much as like I can't give, I don't think I give any rating below. I think realistically, my rating was like 6 to 9.
Oh,
6 being the lowest, but it was nice because it's like you're above 50%, so you're not ugly. But I wouldn't necessarily hit it. And then 7's like, person's like pretty cute and stuff. And then like 8 and 9 were basically like, yeah, they're pretty hot. Like that was my scale. So it was really a scale of 4.
Again, so you're going from like a quantitative number scale to like qualitative to like, you know, from like good to like, you know, whatever, like great, right? And those are just like, again, they're qualitative. They're like, can you put that in terms of a number? No.
No.
What does like good mean? It means good. How did you do in your test? Good. Like that, like my good is different from your good.
It is. Well, one time, one of my friends got in.
Oh.
He got a 77% on a math test, which is not horrible.
It's a B. It's not bad.
It's still a B though, right? But
Yeah.
I remember the teacher told him to redo it.
Huh.
but there's the thing though, it's because he was a guy that would normally ace math tests. So that was a very interesting thing I saw. I'm like, oh, I like that. She's pushing that individual.
To what they could be doing.
Yeah, she's pushing that individual's potential, not just blanket testing everybody and being like, all right, this is what we're gonna. It doesn't work that way. And she did that with me too. So.
Oh yeah, that's good. A teacher really a teacher like that really cares for their student in that regard.
Yeah.
I know this is garbage dude again.
I think the only group that wasn't, was the reading group. I wasn't the average reading group.
Reading group?
Yeah, so we would always break up in school. We would break up.
What grade was it then?
This was grade 7. Oops, that's my phone. Yeah, so there was math. There was 3 levels. There's basically, I don't remember what they called it, but it's basically expert, and then it's like level of difficulty.
Yeah, levels 1, 2, and 3. 3 being hardest, 1 being none.
Yeah, I remember math. I was surprised because I ended up in the top group, and I was like, what the? At that point, I already knew. I'm like, yo, when I go to college, I'm going into arts, man. I'm not doing sciences, so I don't numbers. I already knew I was gonna be done as soon as I was done doing it in high school. But no, the teacher was nice. She said, we'll see how you do here. If you need to be moved down, we move you down. No big deal. I'm like, yep.
Good.
So, and luckily I never had to. The reading group, though, I was put in the middle one. But what I found funny is that it's actually the beginner, like the struggling reading group. Like this is the group that had like the dyslexics and stuff. The book they were reading I felt I could have learned more than the one that I had to read. I'm pretty sure the book I had to read in grade 7 was called I Was a Rat or something like that.
Okay.
I gotta look at this up now.
But the other level was you thought it was more valuable?
Well, yeah, the other one I really read, I'm like, it seemed like I think it was like about a soldier or something, but it was very, the physical book itself, I know I'm totally judging the cover here, but the book itself looked like it was already for high schoolers.
Okay.
Our book was like colored bright turquoise, cartooned, and it was called I Was a Rat. And it was this book. Like, when I look at that, the first thing that comes to my head is children's book. I'm not dissing the book at all. I'm just saying.
Did you enjoy that book?
You know what? I deserved to be in that middle group, because I can't even fucking remember. But I know that I'm not illiterate, so.
No, I'm pretty sure you aren't, because you do read a lot.
Well, here's the thing.
Also, you can't see it right now, but I'm actually shivering, but you can't see it. Can you?
Shit. No.
Okay.
I can't even tell.
This is I'm about halfway.
You're cold. Do you want me to turn up the heat?
No, it's not gonna change. It's not gonna change a thing. This is this is what happens when you eat this much blizzard.
It has been.
This is probably highly. How long it's been?
It's been you're just shy of half an hour. You're at 20,
Really?
Yeah, you're at 28 minutes and 15 seconds.
Oh man. Oh.
I think. Okay, I'll keep talking.
Yeah. You gotta keep my mind off of it, because this is what my friend did for me too when I was eating the burger.
Oh.
He kept my mind off the pain.
Yeah. No, it's good. Okay, so. No, what was I gonna say? I was talking about reading and stuff. So yeah, pretty much all throughout my life, it's one of the things, easy thing, my parents or my sister would be like, what would you say James's weaknesses? It'd probably be his just the fact that he doesn't like to read books. And it's
really? That's your one weakness?
But
I'm just kidding.
No. But I mean, one thing in terms of academics that's really, math obviously is not for everyone, but one thing that they wish that I should have done, somebody like myself should have done more, was read books. But I'm like, I didn't actually hate books, but it's just the fact that they were forced on me as a child made me hate it. It's like when you're already, I'm already cleaning up the house when I used to live at home or something, and then, your parent comes in and they're just like, hey, don't forget to do chores. Now it's I don't want to do them anymore because you told me to. I have a really stupid, weird mindset like that, but...
No, I don't think you're wrong, because I'm also the same way. When I was younger, I hated reading novels because they were mostly do this, right?
Yeah.
But now that I'm I teach English, and I haven't read novels as well, right? Mm-hmm. And I love a lot of books now. I love Anne of Green Gables. Yep. That's a great book.
Okay, no, there you go. See? Because that's something you do for your job, but obviously you're doing your job because that's something you like. And
well,
yeah. Yeah. You obviously you see value in that, so you're gonna do what you can to like help you do better at that. And that one was like, you know, you started reading a lot more books.
And it's more like I was doing it on my own time.
Yeah.
Right? And I guess technically back then they were also kind of like doing it on your own time as well, kind of.
But it was like
deadlines.
Like here, yeah, it's like here's your.
Like you have to do this.
Yeah.
I could not read the book for like my students, and I could just pretend. But like when you actually read books, like there are like a lot of really good novels.
It's nice, and you build all your vocabulary there, even like patterns of thinking, or not patterns of thinking, but I mean just the way you carry
see
yourself
things.
and how you communicate things, because that's
Articulate.
essentially what it is. Yeah.
Well, I mean, I want to believe that's the case, but I still don't think like I'm the most articulate or the most not verbose, but what's that word? How you say like how you kind of talk to people? You know what I mean? It's like articulating, but it's not.
I'm only just thinking about articulation.
See, I'm getting blanks now too. Now that I'm thinking of that word, it's like not enunciate either, but anyways.
That's still fine.
But yeah, no, reading is good. Read.
You read. But see, that's the thing.
Read a book.
Like I totally get what my parents were trying to do, because I mean that's what they did with my sister, and you know she's a lawyer now, so
Yeah.
But like for me, it's you couldn't raise two kids the same way, right? I mean, to an extent you can, but like for me, again, they kept giving me books, and it was like, oh yeah, one time my dad, I remember, nothing against my dad, like I was really happy, like they did what they could. It's just I don't think at the time they kind of like didn't realize that, oh, we can't raise him the same way we did his sister in terms of like teaching and stuff. Because my sister and I learned completely different ways. Like I'm a good visual learner, but that's how I feel like I can pick up and improvise on a lot of things, like how I learned drums, how I learned a video edit. I'm more like hands-on. I'm like, just let me experience it, and I can.
Yeah, hands-on learning, visual. Yeah.
My dad's like, you should become a mechanic. You can fix your own car. I'm like, yep. Another piece of it, but see, there's a lot of advice my parents gave me that as a kid that I'm like, wow, why the hell didn't I listen? But it's like, you're a kid. You don't know any better.
Well, you gotta remember also at the same time, like, your parents, that was like their first time being parents. Like,
yes,
sister, like,
exactly.
they're also probably learning as well, maybe, right?
Exactly.
Remember what I said with the cowboy? Adults are just kids. They've just been at it longer.
Yep.
Like, maybe they didn't know, right?
And that was, yeah, that was the thing. Like, they didn't know it any better, because it's like, well, because all they saw at that point was, hey, it worked for the daughter. Why would it not work for this guy? Right?
That's fair enough, because you're always learning as a parent, right?
Yeah, because I remember like my dad got me. I'm sure every kid at one point owned one of these books or took it out of the library. It was the Chicken Soup books.
Yeah,
like Chicken
classic.
Soup for the Soul.
Yeah,
I loved those. But I remember I found like a good one. It's for the sports lover's soul, and I was like, oh sweet. And then like there was one for the kid's soul and the teen soul, and then there was like the teen soul part 2 or whatever. And I'm like, oh sweet. And I liked it because it was a series of stories broken down, so at least it would change enough for me to keep interested. But then my dad would circle certain stories. He's like, you gotta read this, 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 and this by tonight. I'm like, dude, you just turned it into homework. I can't enjoy this anymore. And that's what sucked. I remember being excited to have that Chicken Soup for the sports lover's soul until my dad circled with stories I had to read first. And I'm like, damn it.
Yeah, it's...
Like, I knew at that moment, the second I did it, I'm like, I know I'm not gonna like this anymore. He's gonna ask me to do it. It's like, but... You know, like, and some of my friends know this too. I'm not saying that, oh yeah, I learned everything from Reddit. But I read a lot of articles on Reddit. A lot of people get their misconceptions about Reddit. Yeah, there's a lot of different subreddits on there. It's they market themselves as the front page of the internet. So you can imagine what you can find on there.
Yes.
But even on their homepage, based on what you like it's, or like the all page, it's, you can find like there's a lot of articles on there that are legitimate that you can read.
Probably, yeah.
Right? And like that's where I get a lot of my things. I'm like, oh yeah, learn this and stuff.
There's probably a lot of value there, yeah.
There is. Even like life pro tips is a good one.
Life hacks.
Life hacks. Like some of them I'm kind of like, oh, I already knew this. Thanks, Mom and Dad. Well, even, oh my God, even when I was as simple as like when I started working at Toys R Us, I knew how to fold boxes. It really wasn't. See, I feel stupid thinking about it because I'm like, it's a fucking box.
Hey, that's a box that got to be folded.
No, but it's just like you do the windmill thing where one flaps open, so you don't need any tape. It just holds it. I remember being at my friend's house and they were packing things up, and he was getting frustrated because he's like, "Oh man, there's no tape. What are we gonna do?" And I'm just like looking at him, and he's one of the smarter guys too. And I'm like, dude, man, I just do this, and I just folded it the normal way. And he's like, "Oh my God, that's so smart." I'm like, like it's literally like the
It's a life skills thing.
No, that's what I mean. That's what I was like, oh, wait. Not everyone has warehouse experience. Not everyone has retail experience.
I think that's why there's a lot of value that goes into like learning from like working in retail.
Oh, yeah.
Like you learn a lot of things, right? A lot of life skills.
Oh, I feel like you do. Like, my honest opinion, as part of a graduation credit, I think in literally, no, because this is important, like, you gotta realize that when you're become an adult, you are more than likely either to visit a retail store, you're gonna definitely encounter some kind of customer service.
Probably, yeah.
And you're probably gonna eat out somewhere, right?
Yeah.
So, those two things being mentioned, I feel like, as part of like a grad portfolio that we had to fucking do, one of them should be like, I know they have volunteer experience, but you should work a retail store for at least like 2 months, or at least like during if it's a short time during a busy time of the year, or that, and or working in a restaurant.
Yep.
Because I feel like you learn so many more. Like, I became so much more patient, I realized.
More sympathetic towards the workers,
yeah,
right?
towards retail workers now.
Yeah. Because you're there.
Yeah, because I'm like, I am you. So I get it.
I know.
I can tell when they're panicking, and they're like, oh my god, I'm so sorry, sir. I'm like, I work retail too. Like, a lot of times I'll be like, hey, look, I work retail. I get it. Take your time. One really cool thing someone said to me one time, and this guy had never worked a retail job before, ever.
You mean that guy that like, have you worked retail? That guy?
No, not that guy. Fuck that guy. I'm glad that I held my temper in there. Yeah, I literally would have decked that guy in the face, and I would have just kept going because I would have known that it was the end for me. I would have just been like, "Yep, I'm definitely getting fired." Pop, 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 pop.
Might as well.
I would never throw just one punch at a customer if I ever lost it on retail.
Unless it killed them.
Unless it killed them, but I would never aim to kill them. I would only ever aim just to hurt and annoy and inconvenience them physically. But like, it would never be a single punch. Because like, one punch, it's like, yeah, you're definitely getting fired. So it's like, but nobody gets angry at something where they just punch one guy once. Maybe, but most of the time it's because you're showing restraint. Realistically, you want to just keep throwing punches. That's why I would most likely throw lots of punches. I would just keep going. And I'm like, I can keep going until somebody stops me, or until it gets to the point where I'm like, oh shoot, I might kill him.
At that point, it's also a criminal charge at that point, right?
Oh yeah, and that's the thing too. Yeah, it's already assault at that point. I'm like, all right, well,
aggravated assault, murder,
manslaughter,
man's laughter,
man laughter. No, man's laughter. Man's laughter is my manslaughter. Just kidding. That sounds dark. Hi FBI.
I always make that joke when this like comes out of like, what's manslaughter? Like it's manslaughter, but you can try to remember like man's laughter.
Yeah.
Kind of like scary that way. All right, we're getting out of the bottom. I think there's so much chocolate.
Oh yeah, no, you got it, man.
I don't feel good.
If we can do this within 45 minutes, I'll be good, and that's gonna be in about just under 7 minutes. So that's more than enough.
We're climbing the mountain.
I feel like I've gone.
What, too far off the deep end?
Yeah, because I forgot what I was originally talking about. We're talking about books, and then somehow that led to, I can't even remember.
Beating someone up till they die.
Oh yeah, beating up a retail customer.
Life experience.
The guy was like, he never worked a retail job, and I remember him telling me, he was like, hey man, you know what? I could never work your job. Like, just, you guys have so much patience. Like, I could not deal with these people.
Yeah.
He saw a woman at like Walmart complaining about something, and it was just something so dumb. He like called her out. He's like, "Are you kidding me right now?" Like, even like,
my mom was telling me someone at the store recently. Oh yeah, we wipe all our tills, and the woman's like, "Oh well, I didn't see you do that one." I'm like,
"What?"
Like, you know, like wiping the self-service.
Oh yeah.
It's like, oh yeah, we do wipe them out. Oh, I didn't see you wipe that one just now. I'm like,
oh, who said that?
Some lady that my mom saw.
Oh my god.
At Walmart.
But I mean, like, yeah, you should, but
like, obviously they were in the middle of helping a whole bunch of people, right?
Yeah, but if like you're missing one. That's why I feel like there's some people out there that just want to complain, and it's a Karen. It's like they're gonna want to feel some kind of power.
It's like a kind of like, you know, like the this isn't like what's it? What's the thing that I used to fight against a lot? Brain.
Brain freeze. I'm surprised you didn't get
Brain
brain freeze,
everything.
or you either hit that.
I've learned how to pace it. What's the word? You know when you go to a restaurant and you are like gluten free.
Oh yeah.
It's like, are you actually like? Do you actually have celiac disease? No. Okay, then you can just take your business somewhere else. But yeah, like it's some kind of like need there for like some kind of, like you said, like they want to complain about something.
Yeah, there's like
for
some
whatever
kind of form of, and it's like there's. Sometimes people are a little like I remember my girlfriend was telling me there was like this couple that wasn't letting anyone into the gigantic IKEA elevator because they said it's only for 2 people max. It's like, no, idiot, it's 2 families max. I would have ran in there. I don't care if I ran over his ankles. I'm like, buddy, get the fuck out of my way. It's like the sign literally says 2 families. You are not 2 families. This is what I mean. Pandemic is also bad for James because
we did it.
Show both of them.
Oh, this feels horrible, but I did it.
That's fucking amazing.
A third one, I don't think it's in the cards anytime soon.
Do you think you can do 2 XLs if there's an XL?
Definitely not. This feels like really bad. Like I feel like okay. Like we'll see how. Oh,
what's happening? You feel sick?
Nope. I think I can keep it down.
Okay, bathroom's right there.
All right. So at the end of the video, thanks James for keeping me company while taking my mind off any pain that might have resulted if I did this by myself. Nowhere to follow me because I don't really do social media right now. Thanks for watching me eat 2 large blizzards. I cut there.
All right.